Let's look at solving matrices with an infinite number of solutions or one that has no solution. So we actually need to recognize the difference between these in the output of your answer. First thing is when you have a system of equations and you do want to use matrices, write your augmented matrix. There's 3 equations, which means I'm going to have 3 rows. The values in the first row are 1, 2, -3, -2. Next, I have a 3, -1, -2, and a 1. And last, I have a 2, a 3, a -5, and a -3. Okay, I didn't open my matrix enough. There we go. And a -3. Okay, check your values real quick just to make sure that you did not write them down incorrectly. Okay, next, if I were to solve this by equations, I am going to do RREF. First things though, I need to figure out the order or the size of this matrix. It is row by column. There are 1, 2, 3 rows by 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. That this is a 3 by 4. This first column is your X, the next is your Y, next is your Z, and last is always your answer. So let's go ahead and put this into our calculator. We're going to go into the matrix. I'm just going to edit the first one because I don't need that one anymore. I'm going to go over to edit, make sure that the first one's highlighted, hit enter. I'm going to change this to a 3, enter, 4, enter, 3 by 4. And I'm going to write down the values that I have. 1, enter 2, enter -3, enter -2. 3, enter -1, enter -2, enter 1. 2, enter 3, enter -5, enter -3. Real quick, just double check your values here. If you are going to get an error on the calculator, it is going to be input error. Alright, once you've got your values put in your calculator, you're going to hit second mode to get you back to your main screen. Now go back into your calculator. This time I want to go over to math, down to RREF. RREF. I need to go into the matrix, under names, pick up the matrix I just made. This is going to solve it for me. Go ahead, hit enter, and notice this is what I've got. I have 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, -1, -1, 0, 0, -1, 0. Now, this first one, remember, this is your X, your Y, your Z, your answer. This first row here says what? X minus Z equals 0. The next says Y minus Z is a -1. And the next says 0 equals 0. Is 0 equals 0 is the true statement? Absolutely. This is a true statement, which means all solutions, or infinitely many solutions. That's how you can tell it in a matrix for all solutions. Let's see how we can tell it in a matrix for no solution. Here again is a system of equations. We are again going to write our augmented matrix. I have 3 equations, which means I need 3 rows. Values in the first row, 1, 1, 1, 1. Values in the second, 3, -1, -1, 4. Values in the last is a 1, 5, 5, -1. Again, if I do want to put this into my calculator, I do need the dimensions, order, or size, which is rows by columns. There are 1, 2, 3 rows by 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, so that this is a 3 by 4. Okay, if I do want to do this in the calculator, we are going to be looking at RREF. So we're going to go into our calculator, under matrix. I'm going to write over this first matrix, because again, I don't need the one that's in there anymore. I'm going to go to edit. This is a 3 by 4. So now I'm just going to put in my numbers. 1, enter 1, enter 1, enter 1. 3, enter -1, enter -1, enter 4. 1, enter 5, enter 5, enter -1. Real quick, just make sure you got your values in correct. Again, if you do get an error using your calculator, it's user error. Okay, there we go. Now, second mode to get you out, go back into matrix. This time go over to math. We're going to look for RREF, so scroll on down. Make sure you pick RREF and not REF. REF is just reduced. It's just row echelon form. We want reduced row echelon form is the so that the answer is readily for us. Go ahead and click enter on that. Under matrix now, you're going to have to pick up the matrix you just made. So go over to matrix. Under names is where you pick up. I'm going to select the matrix that I made by simply hitting enter. Close that parenthesis and hit enter one more time. Here I've got 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Let's talk about this. First column is the X, next is the Y, next is the Z, and the last is always answer. Okay, so what does this really say? It says I have X equals 0. What does this one say? It says I have Y plus Z equals 0. What's the last one say? 0 equals 1. Does 0 equal 1? Absolutely not. This is false. If it's false, it means no solutions. And that's how we can tell based on the answers of our system of equations what the answers are going to be. Basically, usually it's going to be in that third row there.